I was just like, I didn't know what to do. But I just knew, I was like, I never wanted to be married.
She's trying to embarrass him into divorcing her.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. He gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
By now, the story surrounding Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage is no longer speculation, it's public record. Their relationship never followed traditional rules, and that's already been acknowledged. Jada herself admitted she stepped outside the marriage, choosing to describe it as an entanglement. However, according to her brother Bilaal, the public only saw a carefully controlled version of a much bigger situation. He claims the list of men involved went far beyond what people were led to believe, and that some of the names linked to Jada are far more recognizable than most realize.
I saw some of the video. Mind you, when Jada at the house...
Was any of them allegedly MC Light?
Yes.
I just said that was just
why didn't you let me say that?
That was just my own opinion.
Come on,
I have no dog in this fight.
Oh, goodness.
But I always felt like, in my opinion, that her and MC Light kind of had something going on, and they used men, Will and MC Light's husband, to cover it up.
So,
and then we had a lady that came to sit on the show that said she saw MC Light and Jada at a known gay club for lesbians in Hollywood all the time.
So let me just put it like this, because the tapes are going to surface. The tapes are going to surface.
I don't want to watch them. That's illegal.
Oh no, listen. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The tapes are. That's why they reported it stolen, but they didn't report me as the thief, right? But now let me tell you how I saw the tapes. So when Jada's home at Will house, not her other house, she allegedly has her wine. She has her something called Tushi. It's like a pink thing. It's popular in Colombia as well too. But it's like you get. It's like that mix, right? It's big in Colombia, right? And she got her ayahuasca or whatever it is. And she got her mushrooms. So she got her psychedelics, all that stuff. So she's sitting down here watching, playing with herself, and high as a kite, right? Not caring who's in the house, whether kids watching, nothing. She's in her own world. So that's how I was able to see the tapes. This is why she think I saw them, and I saw some things that were unreal, and I saw celebrities on the tape.
Ooh.
So,
according to Bilaal, Tyrese was allegedly involved with Jada during her marriage to Will. He claims recordings exist that, in his words, back up what he's saying. Bilaal adds that if those recordings ever become public, it would be much harder to dismiss his account.
And in that video, he is begging her to stop, right? And she's telling him to shut up, right? And on that video, Jada had on Timberlands and a fitted baseball cap with the strap on, right? And the reason why she got so much hate for Alfonso Ribeira is because they dated way before. I'm not even gonna say dated, went it out a couple of times together, right? And allegedly something must have happened because Alfonso always had money. So back then Jada was broke, and you know that through your interview with Laverne.
He also mentions Charlie Mack, saying his connection to Jada wasn't based on speculation either. According to Bilaal's account, even when Jada wasn't physically seen, she was allegedly present in the room, directing interactions between others.
Tyrese was on there.
I'm so glad Tyrese ain't got no money to sue me right now.
And Charlie Mack was on there with Will. And allegedly, I would appear to be Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will, Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up, period. So when these tapes come out, people will know I'm telling the absolute truth.
Then there's Briar Y. Gray, another name Bilaal brings up. He claims Jada's relationship with Briar Y. Gray went far beyond rumors. According to him, legal paperwork exists, including a mutual NDA, which is where the situation became more serious. Bilaal says once that NDA became a potential liability, pressure to silence him escalated quickly. Instead of backing down, he says he filed court documents under penalty of perjury, stating he's willing to face jail time if even one of his claims is proven false.
I'm there. We're trying to talk through our problems at his birthday party. Me and Will are together trying to talk to all this stuff that's going on, this alleged hard drive that they think I have with all these people on it. Me potentially about to sue. Me about to expose the mutual NDA that I had with Bashir Gray.
So this was after my interview.
This was way before your interview. So
okay.
we've been going on for.
Because I remember, because she said, Jada Pinkett Smith specifically said in the Breakfast Club interview, we quote her words, that there's been some legal back and forth.
Yeah, we tried to work it out.
And you have text messages here from Jamal asking if Charlie wants to talk to you.
Oh, this is late. See, it's so much information.
To do a 3-way call. I downloaded WhatsApp again, but go ahead.
Okay, so where were we at? What were we talking about? That just threw me off a lot. Damn. Oh, okay, yeah. So he invited me to his birthday party in King Richard premiere. It was a private screening. And at this, and this is inside the legal paperwork of the civil harassment lawsuit against Jada. So she comes up to me, put her finger right in my face with her nail, right? And told me that I better stop telling her business, keep my mouth shut, or I was gonna catch a bullet and a beat down. So right there, that's already violence, right? And then it's already threats and everything. So I said, okay, no problem. I didn't say nothing. I didn't hit her. I didn't do anything, but I already knew that I was gonna make my move. So let's get into this lawsuit with Jada. So we talked about that one incident. We talked about her being embarrassed about the Tasha K interview that went viral globally.
Okay.
So that's one thing. Then Charlie Mack contacted my friend saying that Will and Jada wanted to pay me to write a retraction, and then him sending the retraction over to my friend, right?
And you said?
I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. They were ready to pay me the money in 20.
He insists this isn't about clout or revenge. According to him, it's about the truth and about how Will was publicly humiliated while people behind the scenes worked aggressively to protect Jada's image. Bilaal claims the public was shown only one entanglement, while behind closed doors, he alleges Jada was involved with multiple men during the marriage. He says the list includes well-known industry figures and claims the reason this story keeps being minimized is simple.
40 years. I put in here about where TMZ, who listen what they did to me. Well, I already told you. So, but just for your listeners, Will's reps claim he didn't have sex with Dwayne Martin, right? And then inside the article, people can just go back and see it. TMZ put, oh, we don't even know if there's any connection between me and Will. Come on, man. Come on, TMZ, y'all playing. Now, I'm reporting y'all to the FCC, right? Because y'all lying to people. You could have did a quick Google search and see, I got multiple movie credits with Will. I'm in the book, and if you go to my Instagram, that seals it right there.
TMZ is bottom page.
Right. So in my opinion,
right now.
Yeah. So in my opinion, they was giving TMZ a couple of those dollars. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now, so we thinking everything is over, right? After my accident, nobody's hearing from me. The Diddy stuff comes to light. Okay. So now everybody is separating themselves from Diddy. I go to my computer. I remember I went to a freak off party with Will. Well, I went to a party, but after the party became a freak off, right? So I send that out to every press person, right? Somebody picks the pictures up and put Will at Diddy's party. Will sitting up there.
Oh, you talking with the naked girl?
Yes,
and stuff on the table?
yes.
Yeah, I remember that. They was eating fruit off the naked one.
Right, because they were saying, oh,
that was an all-white party.
Yep.
Right?
I forget where it was at, but all I know is I had the pictures, and when I sent the pictures out, they were everywhere. Now Will, then after that, everybody's going in. Now, I could tell you what
Will
happened.
said on a stage with fake AI fans that he has never, ever been to a Diddy party.
Okay. And him and Diddy are not cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Jay-Z
Okay.
said that too.
Okay, right.
He claims too many powerful people allegedly don't want the full story exposed, whether people believe him or not. In his words, the cheating wasn't a rumor, it was a pattern. With court filings, discovery, and sworn statements now in motion, Bilal believes the truth will eventually come out, whether anyone is comfortable with it or not.
Within 1 year, it is my belief that Will and Jada will be involved with a sexual case on a criminal level. And I'm gonna say that once again, just so everybody clear. Once I finish the lawsuit and once I finish this civil harassment thing with Jada, getting all the discovery, all the interrogatories and giving them to the federal government and also giving it to the assistant attorney general, somebody's going to jail. Somebody. That's my belief. So all this is going on, but it's going to be criminal. Right now it's all.
One of the most talked about moments tied to Jada happened on Red Table Talk, when she sat across from Will and said out loud what many had whispered for years. She confirmed she'd been in a relationship, later softening it by calling it an entanglement with R&B singer August while still married to Will. The episode exploded, pulling in over 15 million views within 24 hours. Viewers were stunned. Will appeared visibly broken, while Jada remained calm, prompting many to realize their marriage wasn't what it had been portrayed as. Jada first met August in 2015, when he was just 22, after crossing paths at a concert for Willow Smith and Jaden Smith. At the time, August was already struggling physically, mentally, and emotionally. He later spoke openly about developing a painkiller addiction after collapsing on stage. According to Jada, August came to her seeking help with his life. From August's perspective, he said he deeply loved Jada, claimed he gave years of his life to the relationship, and said he had no regrets about speaking his truth. Around that same period, Will and Jada publicly acknowledged a private separation, reframing it as part of their personal growth. Jada denied that Will approved of the relationship but did not deny that it happened. When the story first broke, most people focused on the shock factor. But comedian DL Hughley viewed it differently, saying the dynamic between Jada and August appeared almost predatory. He argued the issue wasn't age alone, but the imbalance of fame, money, influence, and emotional leverage, adding that if the roles were reversed, the public reaction would have been far harsher. Comedian Luenell echoed similar concerns, saying August wasn't a snitch but a deeply hurt man. She noted he appeared fragile even before the relationship, dealing with health issues, family loss, and emotional trauma. Instead of being guided toward professional support, she argued he became involved in a complicated romance with a married woman who held far more power and stability. Luenell also questioned Jada's role as a mentor figure, stressing that helping someone heal shouldn't involve blurring emotional support with romance. Both DL Hughley and Luenell agreed on one thing. If Will had done the same under similar circumstances, the backlash would have been very different. Dr. Umar has his own theory about what's really happening between Will and Jada, claiming it's no longer about love. Based on what he's heard, he suggests there may be no prenuptial agreement in place, and if true, he believes that explains much of what has played out publicly.
I've heard they do not have a prenuptial agreement. If that is true, that Will does not have a prenuptial agreement, that helps to understand everything that's transpiring. I believe the reason he's still with her at this point is to safeguard his estate, which he should. And I think the reason why she's being so disrespectful, blatantly disrespectful, bringing up Tupac's proposal, why is that coming up now? Saying Chris Rock tried to hit on her, why is that being said to the public after this man and your husband got into an altercation at the Emmys? From what it looks like on the outside looking in, and I have nothing against Jada at all. Obviously, I'm a Will Smith fan. Only actor in American history to garner 10 consecutive #1 box office hits. Nobody has ever done that, not even Denzel. Will Smith is the only actor to do that in American history. And on top of that, he's the first rapper to win a Grammy. So his place in history is etched solid. And I just think it's an unfortunate situation because he's been through a lot of things in his life. I never met him personally, but obviously he came out with the book detailing his situation. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but of course I get the reports from it. And I just think it's unfortunate what's going on, because on the one hand, you have a man who doesn't want to get took to the cleaners by a woman who really didn't help him build his brand or his name. And on the other hand, you have a woman who says to herself, arguably, I gave you 2 children. I was here for the journey. Although I may not have had anything to do directly with your success, I was still your emotional comfort. I was still your wife, your confidant, your partner. And I think she wants out the marriage. And I just think she's going at it in a very dysfunctional way. I think she's trying to embarrass him into divorcing.
According to him, Jada may want out of the marriage, but not without securing her share. Dr. Umar says both sides likely feel justified in their positions, but he's most critical of how he believes Jada is handling it. In his view, instead of leaving quietly, she appears to be applying pressure publicly through embarrassing moments, awkward revelations, and comments that leave Will visibly uncomfortable. Dr. Umar argues this isn't random behavior. He frames it as a deliberate tactic.
They were being interviewed and someone said something to the effect of marriage or divorce. I forget the question or the comment, but Jada responded by saying, quote, "It's cheaper to keep her." I think they said, "Why are you 2 still together?" And it was in a joking way. They weren't being, there was no animosity. They were not being adversarial. It wasn't even a serious conversation. It was very laid back and relaxed in a joking dialogue. But the person said, "Why are you guys still together?" And Jada Pinkett Smith's response was, "It's cheaper to keep her." He didn't say that. She said it. And I think that speaks to the fact that there was no prenuptial agreement.
Wow, man. So you think she's making all these comments intentionally hoping that he'll divorce her?
Absolutely. If you're not going to let me out of this marriage and give me half of what I feel I'm entitled to, because that's, the American way, women get half of the man's estate, even if they didn't help him build it. And no disrespect to Jada, there's a very strong possibility that she helped Will get to where he is. I really can't see how, because he was always talented. I remember going to a Will Smith concert right here in Philadelphia down at the Spectrum. It was Will Smith, New Edition was the headliners. It was Will Smith, Jazzy Jeff, Roxanne Shante, UTFO. I was a young blood back then. And I still remember Will when he was a rapper on stage. And once he went to Fresh Prince and then Independence Day and all those movies he was just a hit. The man was a hit. Every movie he put out, garnered billions of dollars at the box office. So, but again, I want to be respectful to her. That's a marriage. There's some things behind the scenes that we don't know about, where she could probably argue that she played a significant role, in his development as an actor. I don't know, or as a businessman. But from the outside looking in as a Philadelphian, I don't see that. And I really just feel it's a situation where he's not going to give up half of what he has, and she's going to continue to antagonize him with the belief that if she gets on his nerves enough, he might let her out of the arrangement.
When people talk about Jada Pinkett Smith's lack of boundaries, many focus on her later actions. But some argue the pattern goes back to the very start of her relationship with Will Smith. While Will and Jada were married for over 20 years, what's often overlooked is how it began. At the time they started seeing each other, Will was still legally married to his first wife, Sherry Zampino. Jada later admitted she never wanted to get married at all, saying she only did so because she became pregnant. For many, that revelation hit harder than anything else. It suggested that a marriage long framed as ride or die may have been built more on obligation than choice. Some even believe Jada tried to quietly escape that obligation more than once. So what do you think? Do you believe more allegations or revelations are still coming, or has the public already seen the worst of it? Share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to stay updated as this story continues to unfold.